Day of practice today.
It was great. Last year we're trying to put that in the past and really work towards a Mountain West Championship this year with this group of guys.
Compare yourself last year standing here 1 year ago versus today, where you think you're better and how much you gained from last year.
Gained a lot of experience. Now I'm one of the veterans, and so now that's me being a leader and passing that knowledge that I know down to the newer guys that haven't played a lot. And comparing myself to last year, I'm a lot more confident now, knowing what I'm able to do. So.
Leon said you went from a good to a great three-point shooter in the offseason. How do you feel and how'd you do that?
Lots of reps, late nights, early mornings, anywhere in between. So just the only way to get better at shooting is just to shoot more, just like my golf game. You gotta play more to get better.
How many shots are you getting up? I mean, is there like a goal you have or had or anything like that?
There's certain drills that I do that force myself to make shots in this row. So I go 7 spots and I make 10 in a row at each spot and then I'm done. So it could take me, half an hour. It could take me 2 hours. I mean, it just depends if you're mentally tough enough to make 10 in a row at each spot.
I mean, it's a silly question. Leon's seen the improvement, but have you? And if so, how and why?
I've seen a little bit of improvement, but it's just slow and steady. In me, it's just you got to make sure the confidence is still up when you're shooting the ball because I know what I'm capable of, and you got to let it fly.
Is it just getting better, or did you change it?
Didn't really change anything. Just tried to get it quicker. A lot of guys are trying to run me off the three-point line this year, so have to be able to get it off quicker, and then along with that, just be able to play off the pump fake and make plays out of that.
Given your experience last year, Tyson, how eager and excited are you for this year? I mean, last year you kind of went in with a role that was completely undefined, and then you ended up playing a huge role. How excited are you for this year?
I'm super excited. It's a new team, new roles, a new group of guys, so we just have to, forge our new identity compared to last year's team.
You mentioned that you have more confidence this year. How does that make a difference, every day in practice?
Playing with confidence is huge. It's a huge role in being a shooter and being a good player, and so just trusting the work that I've put in and helps with the confidence a lot.
You've been around some of these newcomers now for a couple months. Can you kind of give your, individual breakdown of, what Jace and Chibuzo and Mo and Zada are going to bring to this team and where they are at their best?
Mo, he's going to be a great rim protector for us. I mean, there's times in practice where I get a shot up, I'm like, oh, there's no way he's going to block that, and he goes gets at the top of the square. Chibuzo, he's going to be a really great three-man for us, can score off the bounce, score in the post, can be very versatile, very good defender coming from Texas Tech. Jace, he comes with a lot of maturity. That mission has definitely changed his perspective on a lot of things, and I think as a point guard, having a lot of maturity is important in understanding the game. And then Zada can play 2 through 4, can handle the ball, can shoot the 3, so he can be really dynamic for us this year.
Fans are excited about Sada, obviously, just with the star rankings and all that. I mean, what have you seen from a raw talent perspective? Can he be like one of the guys everyone's thinking he can be?
I think so. It's just going to take some time. He's still learning our system and learning our defense and offense. So it's going to take him some time, but as long as us older guys help him out, I think he can get there in no time.
I mean, that size, Leon said if you'd go in a lab and design somebody to play basketball, his body is what you would want. I mean, is that, when you look at him and some of the things he's doing at 6'9" or whatever, is it pretty impressive?
It's very impressive. He's super lengthy. He has an over 7-foot wingspan, so his defensive capabilities are through the roof, and same with his offensive. So potential's through the roof, and we'll see what he can do this year.
What are you telling Sada in terms of you obviously found an ability to make yourself valuable enough to get on the court as a true freshman last year. So what are some of the things that you feel like he can do? Because it's probably some of the fine small things. So what are some of the things that he can do to get on the court?
Just pay attention to small details. All those small details make the big things go. So just making sure that he pays attention to all the little details in our offense, where to go at the right times, and he can definitely get on the court this year.
In general, a lot of fans, see who left last year, and there's some unknowns about the guys coming in. I mean, not to say you're going to say right now this team's better than last year, but how do you look at what you gained and lost, and can this team, compete for a championship and get to the big dance again?
I think we can compete. That's our goal again, is to repeat, but it all starts within and us believing in that. And I think we have a group that believes in ourselves and that will work towards winning a Mountain West Championship. So we got all we need in the locker room. So now it's just time for us to put it all together.
How have the newcomers kind of, come into the program, and how do you guys as returners make sure they get up to speed quick?
We just got to welcome them with open arms. A lot of these guys are coming from different places. Jay's coming off a mission, Sada coming from Angola, Mo coming from Ivory Coast. I mean, we have guys coming from all over the place, and just open them with welcome arms and help them out in any way they need. And if they're always asking questions, to answer them. Show them every detail that we see and just help them out in any way that we can.